The result is an album that is experimental but returns to the group's sampling roots. Knight and Mills spoke to the Associated Press about the new album, the pressure creating a follow-up after a moment apart received 2 Grammy nominations and their excitement to get back to touring. Responses have been edited for brevity and clarity. AP. What inspirations did you pull from when working on the last Goodbye Mills? When we finally started writing this thing, COVID times and being trapped inside, we took a long time to reflect on ourselves, and we ended up deep diving into who we are and who we've become, because we had basically been touring for 7 years straight. And then suddenly, full stop. And it led to a lot of self-reflection. We started watching home videos and all this stuff from our past and recognized how much our parents were within us and how much we really missed and had gratitude towards the people we loved around us. Knight. I think a lot of artists went through the same process during COVID. You get a lot of time to unpack stuff. Because you're out there touring so much, you don't really take a beat to reflect. And this was forced reflection in some way. We had planned on a little time off, but not 3 years. I found that like 4 years later, and it started to touch on the themes we were talking about. It felt kind of serendipitous and we ended up putting it in the beginning of the record. AP, what was behind your decision to pair some of these heavier themes with the more light-hearted sound? Knight. I don't know if it's ever really a decision. It just kind of happens in the process. You know, again, going through COVID, unpacking all that stuff, there was a sense of this collective trauma that we've all endured. Mills, I feel like the heaviness of thinking about your loved ones and how much they mean to you and how tough it would be to lose one of them. We think the best way to embrace that feeling and honor those people is also to have a good time with them while they're here and to enjoy their company and to celebrate together. AP, are there other samples or techniques people would be surprised to learn you used on the album? Knight, well, we like to keep the record continuous. So that's one aspect. But yeah, a bunch of little found sounds are in there, various recordings, party atmospheric stuff is going on in the back. There are all these little tidbits we love to insert behind the music, just to give that kind of energy, the ambience to it, that I think really adds some character. And this album, I think, is an ode to that. AP, how do you decide which artists to bring onto the album? Mills, that's tough. I mean, we send a lot of messages that never even get a response, so you never know. It's exciting for us to kind of cross genres. For instance, Betty Lavette, even though The Last Goodbye is a sample-based song, you may never think that we would do a track with that type of vocal. And that's what is exciting for us, is to make these things that feel unexpected or shouldn't work together, feel cohesive and right. Knight, you're looking to have this kind of conversation where you're taking them outside their comfort zone. They're taking us outside of our comfort zone. and that usually ends up being the best stuff when you're both pushing and pulling in a way that maybe at first feels a little weird, but then you end up landing on something really unique. It is our career, so you want it to be successful, you want people to like it. But at the end of the day, I think the bands we look up to, and the people whose music we really love, they've always just done what they really love. AP, your music really lends itself to live shows. What is performing like for you, and what do you get from the audience? Night, well, it's been a bit now, so we're a little rusty, but we're doing rehearsals right now. But yeah, there's no better feeling than getting out there and playing the music that you've been working on and seeing the actual fan reaction in a physical way. You know, getting that feedback is something you kind of get addicted to, and we absolutely love. AP, the title of the album, is from the Betty LaVette track, but there aren't any hidden messages, right? This isn't your last goodbye? Night, no, we'll be doing more. The last goodbye hopefully sparks that we're saying maybe there isn't really a last goodbye. They are always with you, and you carry them forward in various ways.